Good morning and welcome to Morning in the Mountains on the Mountain Fun Life channel. I'm Brad Lovett with a quick look at traffic, and we have some of our usual slowdowns in some of the spots, but for the most part, not a lot of construction going on. During the daytime, a lot of that's happening at night though. If you are coming through during this evening, be sure to watch for some traffic construction closures on Knox County, I-40 area through Knox County, east and westbound between mile markers 388 and 395. And that's normally 7 p.m. to 6 a.m. and also on the westbound side around mile marker number 393. Look for some construction also between 388 and 395, also near 393. Then I-75 if you are coming up from Kentucky or Ohio or Michigan, look for I-75 north and southbound between 640 and Emory Road. That's about exit 112. You're going to see some possible temporary lane closures there as well. Otherwise, just our normal slowdowns pretty much everywhere as Rod Run has left town. And that's a look at traffic. Now let's see what Kira, Savannah, and Hannah are up to today.
Good morning, it's Kira with Morning in the Mountains, and this week we are at Crave Golf Club, and I'm here with Riker, who's going to tell us a little bit about this place.
Good morning. Yeah, so Crave is a little bit different from your standard mini golf. We actually have 19 holes fully indoor, and then we have 19 holes fully outdoor. Our outdoor course actually stretches all the way from the main level of the lobby to the rooftop of the building. It is fully wheelchair accessible, so it's great for all members of the family. Another thing that sets us a little bit apart from other mini golf is our spinners. So we have spinners at the beginning of each hole, and you can spin, and it tells you different things to do. You can either win a free hole in one, putt on one knee, spin 3 times, different fun little items like that. So it definitely adds a little spin onto the standard mini golf game.
Yeah, and it's really cool, and I'm just now realizing that you all are called Crave because this place is candy themed.
Yeah, so think a real life Candyland board.
Wow, it looks like it, and it's making me really want some candy. So there's a candy shop downstairs that I saw.
Yeah, so we definitely have plenty of candy here.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much, Riker.
You're welcome.
Make sure you come check out Crave Golf Club here in Pigeon Forge.
Good Monday morning, and thank you for watching Morning in the Mountains on Mountain Fun Life. I'm Frank Murphy here with Robert Onley, Jim Johnson, and Brad Lovett, and only slightly exhausted from the Tennessee Valley Fair, which wrapped up last night. So we are delighted that you're watching here on Morning in the Mountains. Brad has got the latest for us from in and around the Smokies.
Well, this week we're going to be celebrating Sevier County's 225th birthday.
Oh, let's sing Happy Birthday. Can we do that? Or no?
We'll do that. We'll do that Wednesday.
Never mind. We don't want to pay.
Yeah,
Sorry,
we don't want to. Yes,
That's right, the payment part.
And we'll do that Wednesday. But Wednesday will mark the 225th anniversary of Sevier County. Sevier County, by the way, was a county before the state of Tennessee was founded. It was part of the Southwest Territory. Was recognized on September 18th, 1794.
Oh, really? Was it in disguise prior to that?
I think it was. It was just a piece of land where
Yes. And someone finally recognized it and said, "Oh, I know what that is."
Robert, were you here back then?
I knew you were going to ask that question, and I already had the answer in mind. No, I was not.
I thought
But
you
your
were here
family
for all
was.
My family was.
Your family was.
My family
See,
was.
so
Sure thing.
In essence, you were here.
In that sense, yes. You might say that I was
In a
here.
mitochondrial DNA
In
sense.
microcosm.
Yes. All right. We just wondered.
You don't know. You may have reincarnated from them. You just never know.
Careful, he's got a theology degree. He might argue that. Okay.
Oh,
Well-
look at Jim Johnson.
There you go. Now, some entertainment news in the area, and some of you have heard, and maybe especially some of our visitors may not have. Garth is coming to town. And this is from A Taste of Country. Garth Brooks has announced an upcoming concert date in Knoxville, Tennessee.
Is Garth big enough to be one name?
I would think he would be.
Is he the only Garth? Okay.
The only one I know
I'm
of.
Oh,
sure there are probably others,
Okay.
but
I guess I was just thinking of a guy who used to live near my neighborhood, but all right, go ahead.
Probably not the same Garth.
Yeah. All right.
But he's kicking off his 2019 stadium tour, and the country superstar is set to perform at Neyland Stadium, I'm glad somebody is, in Knoxville on Saturday, November 16th at 7 p.m. Brooks' performance will mark the first concert to take place at the stadium venue in 16 years. He and his band will perform in the ground at Neyland Stadium, and that newly announced date is part of a massive stadium tour that will see Brooks performing in 10 to 12 stadiums each year over the course of 3 years now. That tour has been announced at a press conference at the Country Music Hall of Fame in Nashville. That was actually announced back in October of 2018. New single on the way from Garth called Dive Bar. And the Neyland date, by the way, will be the only stadium tour in the region except for Gainesville, Florida. So
I think the best meme I saw about Garth at Neyland Stadium was, I prayed for a victory at Neyland Stadium this year. The Lord has delivered.
It's going to be an exciting
Love it.
concert. I think it's going to be great. Michael Jackson was here way back in 1984.
interesting.
And it
That's been a while.
packed the place out. So it'll bring a
And
lot of
Kenny Chesney,
excitement.
Kenny Chesney, I think, was the last.
Yeah.
In fact, if you go back, it's funny. I was watching the show on archived on Roku, and I happened to come across the episode in which you and I are talking, and I said, now that they're selling beer at Neyland Stadium, I predict it will be a big concert.
Yep. That is true. That is the truth.
Yes.
Well, the sales from alcohol
And it was
sales,
like
it's
that was
great.
like the episode the day before they announced the Garth show.
Isn't that something?
Yeah.
That was prophetic.
You're gifted, man. You're
No,
gifted.
That's
it's
a
just
gift.
obvious. It's just, someone in country music had told me a
Logic.
year ago. He said if they ever start selling beer at Neyland, you'll see big country shows coming in. I mean, I actually got that from someone who knows country music.
Well, you can't. I mean, it takes a lot of people to put a concert together, and you gotta think of how much money it takes to bring all those people in them trucks.
Yeah.
I mean, you're talking a lot of money, so
Right.
that brings
And
a
that's
lot more
That's
revenue.
why the Garth and whomever wants a cut of that beer sales. Yeah.
Well, they might just want to pay their people.
I mean, that's what I mean. They need it for
Yeah.
that. That's exactly what I'm talking about, to meet those payrolls.
Yeah, it's a big thing. Big thing.
All right.
So that's
Got
going to be
one
coming
more
up.
for us, or-
And we do have something else coming up at the end of the month, the 20th annual Dumpling Valley Bluegrass Festival. Once again, bringing 3 days of world-class original live bluegrass music from 15 regional and national acts to Kodak, Tennessee, just off the interstate. For 20 years, the Dumpling Valley Bluegrass Festival has been honoring our mountain roots, history, and heritage while entertaining bluegrass fans from across the country. And founders and promoters Joe and Mitzi Seward have been attracting the most talented bluegrass, gospel, and country artists through the years. And the event now features some of the biggest and best names in the genre. And
Like,
of course,
watch this, Rhonda Vincent and the Rage.
Yes.
Because
Definitely.
Amanda Marr, we did an interview, and she told me.
sure. And the
They're
Jerry
great.
Butler Band, also Poe Ramblin' Boys, and Jimbo Whaley and Greenbrier.
Jimbo Whaley, he lives around here, doesn't
Yes, he does.
He does.
Okay.
Well, Robert, you're going to do a live episode out there. You get out there and do some live stuff.
Yeah, with all these guys you know.
I may.
All right.
I know several of them, yes.
Well, speaking of great entertainment in and around the Smokies, we have got the best deals for you from Mountain Fun Life. We'd love for you to give us a call at 865-978-1152. Our concierge service standing by to help you plan the perfect vacation for you and your family while getting tickets to great attractions at a discount, whether you want to see country music shows or other types of entertainment, or just actually get out there and do stuff like mountain coasters and zip lines. We've got it for you at Mountain Fun Life. Best deals, more details on that coming up throughout the course of the show. This is Morning in the Mountains. You're watching the Mountain Fun Life channel on Facebook, YouTube, Roku. Thanks a lot for watching. We'll be right back coming up in a moment. And one of the great things we can offer you on Mountain Fun Life is discounts on tickets to some of the fantastic attractions that are all throughout the Smoky Mountains and East Tennessee. Well, all you have to do is give a call to Mountain Fun Life's Best Deals at 865-978-1152, 865-978-1152, and save money when you and your family are visiting the Smokies. You're watching Morning in the Mountains on Mountain Fun Life. Hi, I'm Frank Murphy, and today we're talking about the works of wonder at WonderWorks with Carinza Archer. Hi, Carinza. Thanks for coming.
Thanks for having us here.
Now, I don't have anything to write down, but we could fold it up and put it at WonderWorks, right?
Yeah, we sure could. Yeah. With our new Can You Origami exhibit.
Yeah? And what's the word you said before origami? Can you?
Can you?
Is that a Japanese word, or do you mean like literally, can I do origami?
Literally, can you do origami?
All right, because I've got friends who speak Japanese, and they throw these words at me sometimes like, oh, can you? I'm like, wait, is that English or Japanese? So that's English. Origami is Japanese.
Yeah, absolutely. And a lot of people are exposed to, even though it's from the Japanese culture, a lot of people are exposed to origami.
Yeah.
So that's kind of what we're exploring. The actual exhibit is a focus of the overlap of math and art.
Oh, wow. So you're talking about the STEM type of schools, which is science, technology, and math. Engineering, and math. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. And so the Kenyu Origami exhibit is located in our Gallery of Wonders. And the Gallery of Wonders is full of different kinds of artwork with riddles and hidden objects and optical illusions, which can give you a different perspective.
Ah, yeah.
So it's a lot of fun. It's definitely on the interactive
Now, how do you
scale.
keep the origami on the table in your upside-down building?
Well, that's a fantastic question. We have anti-gravity working for us.
Oh, of course. That's part of the fun of WonderWorks is we let our imagination go, but also you're talking about actual hard science, which isn't imagination, it's provable fact. So when you involve math, and I hate math, I've got to be honest with you, but tell me how math specifically applies to the art of folding paper.
So origami is specifically made from a piece of square paper. And when you are making something from a square, you're folding it, you're unfolding it, you've definitely got a 90-degree angle on each of those corners.
Right.
So if you're folding something in half and something in half again, well, you can find out what that angle is because you know you've got 90 degrees to work with.
Oh, right, okay.
So fractions.
So 45, 22 and a half. Yeah. How about that?
That's right on it. I checked.
Good. I thought I hated math. If my mom, I would say a second, if Mom, if you're watching, I'm not going to be a math teacher, okay? I got one question right. I'm not going to become a math teacher
That was very quick math. I am
for
impressed.
my whole life. Why don't you quit television and radio? I'm going to be a math teacher.
It all involves different things.
Yes, good. All right, so now, Carenza, this exhibit's been open for about a month or so at WonderWorks. You always have new things coming in.
We do, absolutely. Some of our newest things focus on, again, the overlap of art and sciences and math. One of them is...
Because I like STEAM. I mean, I know there's STEM.
Yes.
But I'm a fan of STEAM. Not just as a means of powering a locomotive, but also when you take the A from art and stick it into the STEM of science, technology, engineering, and math, and add arts in there, I think it's vitally important.
Absolutely. That art gives it the creativity aspect.
Yeah.
And I think it pairs perfectly with engineering and, of course, the concrete things as well.
Absolutely.
But we have a new exhibit where you can design your dinosaur, and then you scan
nice.
it in and it comes to life.
Oh, that's very good. Yeah.
Some things with fossils, some other things in our art gallery that you may have seen is we have an illusion restroom.
Yeah.
So that deals with the fact that you're looking at one thing, and then with the turn of the lock, you're looking at something, you're looking at a glass wall, and the turn of the lock makes it so you can't see through the wall.
That's very cool.
So.
Very cool. Well, WonderWorks is easy to find. It is the upside down building, and if you're coming in to Pigeon Forge, I think it's literally the second thing on the right, maybe the third thing on the right once you cross the city limits of Pigeon Forge, right?
It is. It
Yeah.
is. We're easy to find on our website as well.
Yeah.
WonderWorksTN.com.
And Facebook and all the other social media as well.
Facebook, Twitter. Yeah, absolutely.
All right, so the origami exhibit, that's a limited time thing. How long do you expect the art of paper folding to be on display?
It is actually full time.
Oh, that's permanent now.
It is a permanent exhibit. It's a permanent
all right.
part
I
of our...
it's so
Yeah.
new, I didn't know if it... Wonderful. So that's going to be very cool. So we'll be able to come and you have enough paper for us.
Well, it's more about the focus of combining and how it fits.
I don't want you to
but-
run out of paper because
Right?
I might make a lot of mistakes, and just crumple them up. All right, well, Carenza Archer from WonderWorks, we do appreciate you stopping by. You're invited back every time you've got something new to mention.
Well, thank you. We really appreciate that. And appreciate Mountain Fun Life for having us today.
Oh, sure, absolutely. You can find out more, of course, on the website and look up WonderWorks on Facebook. Carenza Archer, appreciate you being here. You're watching Morning in the Mountains on the Mountain Fun Life channel. We'll be back with more coming right up.
How do we turn moments into memories? Those moments where the right people are right beside you. And the anticipation of reaching the top makes you feel like a kid again. Where the only arguments are who goes first. And trying something new never gets old. Visit us at Anakeesta, where there's magic in the mountains.
Good morning, it's Monday. I'm Brad Lovett, and here's a quick look at the weather. It has been hot, almost uncharacteristically so. In the last week, with temperatures in the 90s, even the high 90s, we're hoping that we can cool things off just a little bit this week, and it's looking promising. We're looking like we're still going to hit 90, but maybe not quite so high. We're keeping our fingers crossed on that the forecast is favorable to us here. Of course, it's always cooler if you head into the mountains, so remember those higher elevations will make things a little bit cooler. Of course, you may have to hike there. That could be a downside. But we're looking for temperatures in the high 80s for your Monday and pretty much all week long, but it should start cooling down just a hair toward the weekend. But right now, summer is holding on and fall is staying away for right now. And that is a look at your weather forecast for the Smoky Mountains. I'm Brad Lovett, and this is Morning in the Mountains on the Mountain Fun Life channel.
I hope we are helping you make it through your Monday morning on Morning in the Mountains here on the Mountain Fun Life channel. Frank Murphy with Robert Owenby, Jim Johnson, and Brad Lovett talking about all the things going on in and around the Smokies and East Tennessee.
And we, in our crack news staff here at Mountain Fun Life,
Which
have
is you.
found, which is me, we have found the premiere date for the TV movie Christmas in Dollywood. Now, that Christmas movie will be filmed partly at Dollywood and featuring Dolly Parton and Danica McKellar, who you may know, of course, from the Wonder Years and several other Hallmark Christmas movies. And that's going to premiere December 8th on the Hallmark Channel as part of its countdown to
This
Christmas.
year?
This year.
They're going to turn this thing around
Very quickly.
Snap.
Okay.
Because they'll be filming, they should be filming already, at least doing some of the preliminaries, and they will be filming in November still.
I see. So what they're going to do is film everything but the Dollywood parts and then insert those at the last minute and show the show on December 8th.
They may be able to film some of the indoor parts in the theater, but
Sure.
But of course they'll be filming in November once the Christmas
Lights go
celebration
up.
starts.
Yeah.
Yes. And of course, part of that storyline is going to have to do with the Christmas festival, and the main character gets a call from a friend in Tennessee who asks her to co-produce a show for the 20th anniversary of the Smoky Mountain Christmas Festival at Dollywood. Now, her producing partner is Luke, who's the entertainment director for Dollywood and wants to be the general manager, and somehow they fall in love, and it's Christmas, and snow falls, and I don't know what else.
It's a perfect Christmas movie.
Well, they'll have an argument first.
They have to
before
have an
they
argument,
fall.
yes.
You know, they will butt heads. You'll get there because he'll want to do it this way and she'll want to do it that way, and something will happen, and then she's about to leave and fly back to wherever she went. But her flight will be delayed, and next thing you know, she'll come back when you think she's left, and they'll fall in love.
And then they'll move to a small town somewhere.
Yeah,
Probably.
I just gave you the generic
Right.
Hallmark movie Christmas story. I mean, you can fill in the details.
Well, sure.
Just add Dollywood and stuff.
I know they said something about
Cinnamon
having
bread?
like 200 Christmas movies, new Christmas movies this year.
Wow.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's because
something like that.
they're the formula. They
Got it.
It's like an assembly line. You know, and they're like, all right, that was Danica McKellar, and then, all right, next, all right, you. I can't be Lori Loughlin anymore, so they have to
No.
get somebody else. All right, next actors, you stand here, same set. All right, do your lines. Okay, next. Now we're going to do the airport scenes. Let's go.
Oh, that's great.
I'm going to guess we're not going to do Christmas in Prison with Lori Loughlin, but
Oh, that would be that'd be genius, huh? Yeah, Christmas in Connecticut remade as Lori Loughlin is on trial.
That's terrible.
I know, my wife loves that. She watched every Lori Loughlin show ever, and now she can't.
there you go. Great Smoky Mountains National Park, how many species are there, you may ask? Well, about 20,000. Great Smoky
And
Mountains
each
National
one of them
Park
is
has
getting their
reached
own
a-
Hallmark Christmas movie.
That's true. Great Smoky Mountains National Park has reached a biodiversity milestone with the discovery and documentation of 20,000 species of plants, animals, and other organisms. Scientists from around the world have assisted the park in a concerted effort to catalog all life in the park through all taxa biodiversity inventory. And the ATBI is an ongoing project to study the diversity of life in the Smoky Mountains, including where the species can be found, how abundant they are, and how they interact with one another. The project is managed by Discover Life in America, that's a nonprofit partner in the park, in cooperation with the park staff. Now, in 21 years of existence, the ATBI has documented over 9,500 new species records of the parks. and that's an additional 1,006 that are completely new to science. Science did not know about these species until
A
now.
lot of those are probably salamanders and frogs and things like that, right?
Sure.
I know there's a lot of different species of salamanders and insects and probably little fish.
Blue ones and green ones and
Yeah.
yellow ones and orange ones.
Jim's in charge of naming species.
The orange salamander, the blue salamander.
And we are the salamander capital of the world.
Yes.
Brown salamander too. The brown salamander.
Interesting.
I like the
Yes.
orange ones.
For the Vols, go Vols.
Yeah, for whatever reason. I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah, it's good.
Great Smoke Mountains National Park also hosting their annual Mountain Fun Life Festival, or Mountain Life Festival.
No, we've taken
We
over.
can rename it.
We are now.
we have not sponsored it
They're
yet,
right
but
in
we're working
there.
on that. Mountain Life Festival near the Oconaluftee Visitor Center at the Mountain Farm Museum on Saturday from 10 to 3 or 3:30. Visitors will have the opportunity to experience the traditional fall harvest activities on the farm, including hearth cooking, apple butter making, blacksmithing, lye soap making, and food preservation or canning. All activities are free and open to the public.
Well, if they're making apple butter, that means my wife wants to go. Because we love going to places where they're making the apple butter right there in the big vats, and then you buy the jar of it. So I'll have to make sure I write that down, whatever it is you just said. But also, I want to remember to send you to our Mountain Fun Life Best Deals phone number, 865-978-1152, where we can help you save money on things in and around the Smoky Mountains. Our live concierge service does it without the hassle of some of the other ticket places in town. No hassle tickets. If you don't want them, then don't buy them. But we know we've got such great deals that you will be interested because there's such a wide biodiversity of deals in our Mountain Fun Life program. All right, we'll be back with more coming up on Morning in the Mountains. You're watching the Mountain Fun Life channel. And one of the great things we can offer you on Mountain Fun Life is discounts on tickets to some of the fantastic attractions that are all throughout the Smoky Mountains and East Tennessee. Well, all you have to do is give a call to Mountain Fun Life's Best Deals at 865-978-1152, 865-978-1152, and save money when you and your family are visiting the Smokies. You're watching Morning in the Mountains on the Mountain Fun Life channel. Hi, I'm Frank Murphy. Time for a look at sports, as you can tell by the football player elbowing me in the head. In addition to Jim Johnson, we're joined by a guest, my friend Rich Haley. Rich, hi, welcome.
Good to see you.
Now, you're here because not only do you report on high school sports in Sevier County for the Mountain Press, but also because you announce games for Northview Academy.
For Northview Little League team.
Little League.
The
Oh, what's the
NYAA.
Okay.
The academy's the high school. The grade schoolers are the.
I see.
Are the Little League.
But you know your football.
Sorta, yeah.
You're at the games, though,
I can
right?
sling the lingo. Let's put it that way.
All right. So Jim and I have been, talking about high school football here in Sevier County since we started the show a couple of weeks back. And Jim, we were talking about the team names, but Rich, you've got even more insight.
And that's why we wanted you to have come down. Thank you so much for joining
Absolutely.
us today. Greatly
Absolutely.
appreciate it.
So what's the big kerfuffle that happened in Sevier County high school sports this year?
The big deal this year is coaching changes. Northview has a new coach. Their coach is now coaching over at Sevier County.
Their former coaches.
Their former coach is now at Sevier County. Seymour had a coach for a single season, then they moved on, so they've got a new coach. And the Kings Academy's coach went back to coach a Knoxville team in about the middle of last season, so they've got a new coach. So out of our 5 teams, there's new coaches everywhere.
And how competitive are the Sevier County teams and when you get into the statewide tournament and stuff?
This season, we're looking at kind of a down season statewide, but the emphasis in Sevier County is always on your inter-county rivalries.
Right.
And every team hates every other team.
So it's fair across the board of
Absolutely.
equal amounts of aggression in the football stadiums.
Absolutely.
So the biggest rivalries are?
The biggest rivalry, Sevier County and Seymour is a huge rivalry. As a matter of fact, the animosity got so strong that they actually canceled the game for a couple of seasons.
Oh, wow.
Sevier County's a much larger school, or was, then Seymour finally got into the same class, so now they're playing each other again.
All right.
Northview Academy is the newest of the teams, so they've got a huge chip on their shoulder wanting to prove that they belong out there with the big boys. Gatlinburg Pittman is up there in the mountains, so they're ready to play anytime they meet any of the others. And then you've got the Kings Academy, who's over in Seymour. They're a very small school, and they're just happy to be on the field and playing.
So GP, I would imagine GP and Pigeon Forge probably.
Yes.
Gatlinburg, Pigeon Forge have a closer rivalry than, let's say, Gatlinburg and Sevier County. Or
Yes,
Gatlinburg and
absolutely.
Seymour. Okay.
As a matter of fact, a couple years ago, it was a father-son clash as the father coached Gatlinburg Pittman.
Oh, thank goodness.
And
I
the
thought you were
son
telling
coached
me
Pigeon
that
Forge.
The father hadn't finished high school and still had eligibility.
No.
I was worried.
That's terrible.
This is Sevier County, not Cott County.
Oh, smack. Yep, smack talk. Yeah, but healthy. That makes for great football,
Yes.
though, man. When you've got those kind of rivalries, and
Yes.
and that's what makes it exciting to go and watch the game. I mean, could
Absolutely.
you imagine what a football game would be like without?
Yeah.
Hey, how y'all doing? Let's play some football.
So how
Yeah.
many on a Friday night? How many games do you get to, or do you have to pick one and write about that one?
I get sent to one, and I write about that game, take some pictures, interview the coaches, which is always fun when they've had a bad game.
Yeah.
So do you rotate around, or do they like to send you to the same team because you build up, like a beat reporter would know? Let's say, which one do you cover a lot?
Actually, we move around.
Oh, you do move around,
My,
okay.
my editor likes to get different perspectives, so he takes all of his stringers and we kind of move around
Is
the
that
different
Jason?
teams. No, that's Wes.
Wes is the sports
Wes
editor.
Mayberry.
Okay,
Yeah.
because Jason, the editor-in-chief, used to be the sports
Right.
editor, so I was wondering, he's got kind of a real good feel for
Yeah,
Mountain
and
Press.
he's the one that recruited me as a stringer, as a matter of fact.
Uh-huh.
So we go to different games. Matter of fact, I'll be covering Seymour coming up, and this will be my second time with them this season.
Okay,
So
all right.
I kind of like sticking with the same team because I get to know the coach, I get to know the players, I get to know the expectations, but at the same time, it's always fun to see a different group play.
Sure. I tell you. So we got games on Thursday nights and
Yes.
Friday nights.
Thursday nights and Friday nights. Thursday is usually for either a highlight game or the TV station wants to tape it, so they'll come out and they'll do a special game on Thursday. Most weeks, though, the majority of the games are on Friday.
I know on the Knoxville side of things, coming up on October, I think it's Thursday, October 3rd, Knoxville Catholic High School, where my son went, is going to be featured on ESPN. They're doing a big rivalry game with a team from Middle Tennessee, one of the other private schools from Middle Tennessee, coming to Knoxville. And that game is going to be on, probably ESPN2, I think, but still, that's going to be a huge deal. That's how big high school
Oh, yeah.
football is.
We're
let's
not-
talk about rivalry Thursday and stuff.
Yep, we're not Texas yet, but we're getting there.
Yeah.
We're getting
Won't
there.
be long. We'll be right
Yeah.
at it. So.
All right.
So-
Well, very cool. Rich Haley, thank you very much. We
Absolutely.
appreciate the insight into high school football here, where we love it. So even if you don't have a kid in high school, find a game.
Yeah.
Check the Mountain Press, look for Rich's pet column, and find a game to go see.
Sevier County teams might win.
Yeah. All right. You're watching Morning in the Mountains on the Mountain Fun Life channel. Jim Johnson, special guest Rich Haley, and I'm Frank Murphy. We'll be back with more right after this. Hope you enjoy the rest of your Monday, and you can check back and watch past episodes of Morning in the Mountains or other interview segments that we've done on our YouTube channel, Facebook page, and our Roku channel. You're watching Morning in the Mountains each and every weekday at this time. I'm Frank Murphy here with Robert Owenby, Jim Johnson, and Brad Lovett, and we'll be back tomorrow with, I hope, more exciting Tuesday stuff. Anything special we got planned for tomorrow? Or
Well,
just-
I know we
just
do. I know we
excitement?
do Wednesday
Oh.
because we have the 225th anniversary of Sevier County.
Oh, so tomorrow we'll be celebrating Anniversary Eve. Okay.
Absolutely.
That's, you know how I love Eves. All right, thanks
We'll be
a
ordering the
lot.
cake. Yes.
We'll talk to you tomorrow on Morning in the Mountains.